Painful Lessons Podcast. I'm Tyler Ramsey. You know who's awesome and has two thumbs? This guy. I am excited. I have this great guest. Oh, by the way, I always like to say, Painful Lessons. We own mistakes. Love talking about mistakes that we've learned from. I like talking to people who have a sense of humor about things they've overcome. I love laughing about things that people have overcome. And I have a best friend, and her name is Julie Chang, and she's here. Welcome.
I feel like I have one of those common names. Like everyone has like a Julie Chang in their roster of friends. It's a really common name.
Is it? I don't know another Julie Chang.
I have a Julie Chang.
Oh, see?
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I get random phone calls of people being like, I just auditioned for a part and I'm Julie Chang in this movie. I'm like,
you for a period of time, I would have tagged you as Julie Chang entertainment reporter. And now I think of you as Julie Chang adventurer and YouTuber. That's the new
to say like full-time quesadilla makers.
No.
Because of my kids. Okay, so I've learned from this short podcast journey that I've been on that you have to front load each episode with like shit that people are really excited to hear.
Do you know what we do? We take the best part of the interview and we stack them before the end.
So in this episode, we're going to talk about bukkake. We're going to talk about... I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
You have my full attention.
That's one of the few subjects where I'll be like, oh my word.
We won't, maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I just feel like I needed to say that so that people stay tuned.
Right.
And listen to the whole We'll see if that
We're listening.
I did go to Japan. I did.
Topics are, okay, we'll cover Burning Man. We will talk about your travel adventures.
Yes.
Is there
traveling the world to 16 countries with 2 little kids and a husband? Yeah.
Yeah, the dopest.
Yeah.
You also have been alcohol free for 3 years. Yes.
Yes.
And so we have that. I love talking about recovery on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's not just a recovery podcast, but I love talking about recovery. My favorite thing are talking to people about what's called war stories.
Yeah.
Like the hard, gritty things that they went through.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
And on the other side. Well, here's the thing. I know that like addiction, most people go to drugs or alcohol, but like we are all hooked on some soothing mechanism that's like sometimes not good for us.
I'm so addicted to my phone right now. It's terrible.
I know, we all are.
And I blame the podcast because I'm checking things. There was one, we had a YouTube short that got 4 million hits. And I feel that I watched hey, another one. It's another one. Another one, I mean, just like followed every single one of them. It was so exciting.
What was it about that it did so well?
It was actually Army Hammer talked about what he discussed Tom Cruise discussing how many pull-ups he can do. And it went super viral. It's not the thing that I would expect. I mean, Tom Cruise is amazing.
Because I look at all the insights of my different platform content pieces and I think the common denominator of the things that do the best are whatever has the smallest space in between who you truly are or what is truly happening versus like what is like curated and edited and put up.
Okay.
So it's like the most
Are you saying the most authentic thing?
I know, but authentic is like just, I feel like overly used. So I just feel like
what we would be saying if we were at a retreat.
Yeah, like if no one, like a fly in the wall moment. Like if you can put up content that is truly just so genuine.
Yes.
Yeah. So like for me, I have a video, I think that's like 12 million in Instagram. And I was flying back home from Hawaii.
Yeah.
And the captain right before landing says, folks, this landing is going to be extra turbulent because there's a fire in the area.
Okay.
It's the big LA fires.
Oh, yeah. And you took a photo of the fire.
Yeah, I took a video of what it looked like out my airplane window. And I think at that point, no one knew the scope of the damage.
Sure.
But when you see an aerial view, it looks like we are landing on an active volcano.
That was your photo.
Yeah. You see, everyone's seen it and you hear me, and you hear the gasp and you go, and I think just like it's a real freaking moment. right? So things
It was
like
so
that.
much more serious than I ever expected.
Well, listen, dumb stuff goes viral for me too, but I think the most real, like non-edited, non-curated, like just real moment, like whatever is very like no
Yeah.
space removed from the
Oh yeah,
actual
and you
moment.
survived brain cancer.
Yeah,
You also
there's
survived.
that.
Oh, this could be. Well, I'm expecting a furniture delivery.
What furniture did
Hello?
you? I feel like
He's
Hello?
ordered like some fancy chairs.
Hello, just keep rolling.
I feel like this whole
It
place
could
is
be a
fancy
delivery.
chairs.
No logo. Hello, dude. What do you want? Oh gosh. Hello. Forgive me. Jeez,
It's
how rude.
okay.
It is the only. Hey, well, by the way, if we get a call from the first, we'll roll because no logo. We want them to be a sponsor of our.
Oh
podcast.
yeah. Let's get that.
The
Let's get
best.
manifest that.
Well, I'm like, what better? It's like if there's a company that you really love,
Yeah.
then that's the one that you should want to sponsor you.
Well, I always work backwards anyway. I find something that I love, and then I reach out to the brand and say, "Hey, I've been using this. You are truly what you say you are."
Like Paige, Aviator Nation.
Yeah,
I wear
can
all
we-
of this.
Yeah, can we work together in some
Yeah.
way? Because I want all my friends to know about you.
Okay, wait. So I was interrupted,
Yeah.
and you survived brain cancer.
Yes, and it was benign, so it was a brain tumor, and I'm extremely lucky for surviving it, given it
Yeah.
was my fist size.
A fist. How,
Yeah.
It's so wild that you
I
could
know.
have something different than your actual brain in your head this size.
Right. It's this. I mean, I feel like,
Yeah.
my brain is probably not that much bigger than this.
You were fisted.
So, yeah. So there's that. Well, and what's messed up is when it's still in your head,
Yeah.
they try to downplay the size. Like the neuro team's like, oh, it's in there, but don't worry, it can grow to be grapefruit size. So yours is much smaller than a grapefruit
Thank
size.
God it's only fist size.
And then they get it out and they're like, that thing was huge. The fact that you
Do you
were
have it in a jar or anything?
No, they send it to biopsy and
Okay.
like do all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I did kind of want it so that I could do like I don't know, kicking in the trash video.
Amazing.
But like after they get it out, they're like, that thing was huge. And where it was, your equilibrium should have been so impacted. Like the fact that you were on air during the news.
On air.
Every day for 5 hours, like let alone you were able to like they said like I shouldn't even been able to like stand straight
Yeah.
because I should have been so off balance.
You were on air.
I was on air.
TV.
Yeah. So now I have like a permanent hall pass. Like if I didn't make sense during those news days,
Yeah.
that's why.
You were on TV in the days of TV.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Those days seem
So different now.
So different. Who gets their news by waiting for like the 10 p.m. news?
That was a great question.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I still have tons of colleagues and old colleagues and friends still in the business, so I don't want to like poo-poo platter on it too much. But it is, it's wild that we basically lost a whole industry to our smartphones.
So many
What?
industries.
So many industries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a fun factoid today, real quick.
Yeah. Well,
California entered America, the Union, today as the 30 some odd state. We're 275 years old as of today. But the news didn't reach California for 6 weeks because it had to come by boat from Maryland down through the Panama Canal and up to California. That's how the message was transferred.
wait, how long did it take?
6 weeks.
Oh my word. There's a famous battle,
Mhm.
and it is the Battle of New Orleans.
Mhm.
And it happened after the War of 1812, which we really lost, but we made peace with England.
Mhm.
And Andrew Jackson didn't know about that. And he managed to just brutalize the British in one of the greatest defeats. But the war was over, so it didn't really count.
Right.
But it was he got all of the British in something called a kill box. which means he had guys on both sides and they were all covered and they just shot the British up, killed like the whole army that was coming through. And it was just like one of the greatest defeats. So then he became a huge hero of the Battle of New Orleans. He was like, Andrew Jackson was like the Donald Trump of the day. He was that big of a personality.
Oh, got it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
He was well known for having survived several duels. Like, I'll shoot you.
Oh, yeah.
You
those
upset
were the
my
days
wife.
when
and I'm gonna
everyone
shoot
was
you.
like carrying locked and loaded.
Yeah. Someone upset his wife.
Yeah. I'm learning so much on this podcast.
It's a very informative podcast, very educational. So we have been to Burning Man together.
10 years ago.
Whoa. How
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. We've been to Burning Man together and we had a great time. And then I, with Jackie, just went again.
Yeah.
10 years later, and it was killer. We had a great time.
You were sober then too.
I was sober then. I would call it begrudgingly sober because she told me on the way there that we had, she said, I'm pregnant. We found out that we were pregnant with my son. Yeah. I was like, well, I don't know what to do with all these drugs.
Guess I'll just do it by myself.
So,
protect my unborn son.
Yeah. So, but this time I was so excited to be sober and I had the best. I can't imagine going back. I really can't imagine going back.
How'd you make that shift?
It was a combination of Jackie setting a very clear boundary, no more.
Yeah.
And I also went to this rehab that was I managed to develop like a new relationship with God, like a very close personal relationship with God. And it filled a hole that I had in my heart. And that was maybe the biggest thing. But then there were other things that led to it that, like, there was something that I went to something called Hoffman, the Hoffman Institute.
Yeah.
That helped significantly. I ended up loving myself more. And then I even had like an experience with ayahuasca that took away some weird stuff that I had going on in my head. So it's a series of things.
Yeah.
Most important was this experience that I had at the Dream Center, though. That was the churchy place that I got sober.
Yeah, you and Jackie were so sweet. You invited us to a gala one year.
Oh, yeah.
And just that vibe.
Yeah, they're having one.
Wow. I mean, these are people that
Tony Robbins is speaking.
Literally pick up like people that are struggling on the street and like clip their toenails. It's like
it's amazing.
It's wild how hands-on they are.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's the most legit angelic thing in the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
This organization does more for the city and for the people that need help than any other organization or thing.
Yeah.
Definitely including our mayor or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not afraid to get their hands dirty, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I hope this year, come Christmas, we can volunteer like with the gift wrapping of toys for kids and all that stuff. Yeah.
They have so many opportunities and it's so great.
Yeah. I mean, like my kids are 10 and 7, so they're like, what do you mean we have to go wrap toys that we can't keep?
Right?
They're like, what is this shenanigan? But I think that is a good learning lesson.
So totally.
Well, I've been dry for 3 years and I'm like, I guess like a different category of someone who's decided to go sober than addiction, right? Like, so I was having seizures all the time when the tumor was still in my brain.
Okay.
And then once I had it out, I was like clear for 2 years and then the seizures started like creeping back up. And what's amazing is there's really just no dialogue between like your neuro team and your physician and like maybe if you're lucky enough to have like a nutritionist, like there's no one like talking to each other. So you have to do your own research. And so I started thinking like, well, this tumor is out of my head. I've had clean scans every 6 months. Like, why am I still having these symptoms?
Yeah.
And the conclusion I came to was inflammation. You know, they often say inflammation is like the last stop before it becomes cancer.
Sure.
Right? Like chronic inflammation.
Yeah.
So number one cause of inflammation is sugar.
Okay.
And alcohol is sugar. So I remember, my doctor being like, what do you want to start with first? Do you want to like cut out alcohol? Do you want to cut out coffee? And I was like, I do not care about the welfare of my children.
Oh God.
Because I cannot be a parent without coffee. Like it's just, I love the ritual. I love the
taste. Coffee.
I love what it does. Like for that's basically my personality in a cup. So I was like, definitely let's start with alcohol. And it worked. Like I was
amazing.
Seizure free for I want to say like 3 years. And
spectacular.
Yeah, I think I've only had like one little minor episode since giving up alcohol. And so for me, I wouldn't be able to stick with it unless it was effective. Do you know what I mean? So I cut it out. And then this past year, my husband and I pulled the kids out of school after the fires and we traveled the world. And a bulk of that was in Europe. And it's so wild that they don't understand when you don't drink alcohol.
Oh, it's so so smoking and drinking.
It's like it's never a continent that is full of functioning alcoholics.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah, and like everyone is a functioning alcoholic.
Sounds like a ball.
Like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., there's just, so, a waiter will come, take your order at breakfast or lunch, and they'll say, what are you drinking? And I'll say, oh, I'll have some sparkling water. And they're like, great. What are you drinking? Yeah. And I said, I just ordered water. They're like, yeah, I got your water order. But like, what are you drinking?
Right.
So it doesn't even register that you might not drink alcohol or wine. Like, and wine is often cheaper than water.
Yeah.
Water will be like, £3, like €3 for a glass, whereas it's
or you can get tanked for nearly free.
Yeah, it's like €1.50 for a glass of healthy poured wine. Like,
and you probably feel much better.
Oh yeah, no, I feel the strongest.
You're kind of glowing. You're like pregnancy glowing.
Oh my God.
Pregnant, but you're pregnancy.
Fitzy. I'm just fitzy. It's hot.
It's fitzy.
You should be very honored because I surf every day. I skipped a surf for you.
Oh my God. I'm amazed.
Leif, my husband, was like, what? Like, you don't even do that for me. I'm like,
it's like 11. Shouldn't you have been? I mean,
I usually like by the time I'm showered and done, like it's like 11 a.m. because I do the school drop off.
Oh yeah, of course.
Then I go to Topanga or Malibu. And then right now it was
cool.
Speed limit is 25 miles per hour on the PCH. So it takes you forever to get to the break.
Of course. And are checking too.
Yeah. And it's like 100,000 people in the water. And so you just have to put in the time to get your waves. And so today I was like, I don't want to be frazzled for Tyler. I want to be present.
I love that you're.
No, but I think the glow is just sun damage from being in the sun and surfing all the time.
Glow by sun damage. Oh, wait.
No logo, by the way, if you're watching or listening, please sponsor this podcast because I'm already sold.
Kevin.
I saw the couch.
You like the idea, right?
I saw the couch that's here.
Our couch is great.
I was like, I
have 2 Eames chairs and sets.
Yeah.
And
should we change the name since it's not technically Eames?
Flames.
But it's the
same leather, same everything, the same.
Well, it makes sense, right? Like it's like all clothing too, right? It usually comes out of the factory. Like I just heard that all surf wetsuits are made at one factory. And then they just like put on, Hurley or.
Do you know what I want to get? There is like a wetsuit thing that you can put on and it shocks you. It's like electric shocks. And you do it when you work out, and your workout is like 5 times better.
You're defibrillating yourself.
You're defibrillating yourself.
But
it's like Bruce Lee used to do it on his stomach, and he's like, it's like 1,000 push-ups or sit-ups.
What?
Yeah, who doesn't want to do 1,000 push-ups or sit-ups?
But is it like side effects?
Probably not.
Probably.
I doubt it.
One of
everybody's like, no problem. We're used to this electric shock. No problem.
It seems natural.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this. They've cured aging. There's now no such thing as aging. There's if you start to slow down, there's shots you can take. If you start to kind of fall apart, there's shots you can take.
What's
if you start to get all fat,
shots. Bezos. Look at him. He's like reverse.
Amazing.
He's like reverse aging.
He looks better than he did 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Not 10, but 30 years ago.
Well, I worked with his now wife, Lauren
Wait,
Sanchez.
you worked with Lauren Sanchez?
Yes, she was an anchor at Fox.
I love Lauren Sanchez.
I do too.
You had a great experience with her?
Well, she's just.
Was she? I thought she was also an entertainment reporter.
She was for entertainment reporter for a long time with, those entertainment magazine shows. But then we were in search of a main female anchor at the Fox show I worked at.
Yeah.
And she came and basically auditioned for I want to say 6 months.
Okay.
She's fantastic.
She's
and here's
great.
what I tell people about Lauren. There was no masking what she's after.
I have met her.
Yeah.
I thought she was
she's
delightful.
smart as a tack. Her voice is like butter. I really enjoyed her. And, there was some people fake, oh no, I want to be just fuck you rich. But no, I don't really want to. It's no, there was no, there was no, tap dancing around. She wants to rule the world.
I think her previous husband was also a billionaire.
Yeah. Who's really amazing. And I love that family too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she's stunning. I think she's cool. I'm a huge fan of Lauren Sanchez. I've met her twice at Barry's boot camp.
Oh.
And she was fun to watch.
Yeah.
And she was tons of fun.
Well, my favorite moment with Lauren Sanchez is she was anchoring our Halloween show.
Okay.
And I had my husband come on the show, and this is the year that we were Siegfried and Roy, and our son was the white Bengal tiger.
Very funny.
And Lauren Sanchez had her 2 sons, in a blow-up dinosaur suit. They're all in the hair and makeup area, and Leif is just I really think he was silent and questioning his life choices because he was getting orange fake tan put on him to be Siegfried and Roy. Yeah. And he's like, what is happening? And I recently showed him the video again. I'm like, little did you know you were hanging out with billionaires.
Hanging out with billionaires. Yes.
I was like, I always put you in good company.
Of course. Of course.
I mean, our hairdresser was feathering his hair out. I mean, he looked amazing.
She is one of the closest things we have to royalty at this moment. There's Lauren Sanchez and there's Beyonce. And who else do we have as royalty?
I will tell you.
Soon it'll be Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh, that's right.
She'll be royalty.
I had total spidey senses though. This was when Lauren Sanchez, she was still married.
Yes.
And she just could not stop talking about her flying lessons.
Okay.
I mean, and I was tallying up the hours in my head. I was so every week you're spending 30, 40 hours learning how to fly planes. And I just remember being boop, boop, boop. That is a very male dominated circle. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. And I think that's how she met and became really close with Jeff.
It is?
Yeah. I think he was learning how to fly too.
Ladies, that's a great tip.
Yeah.
If you're trying to meet someone and
you have to be currently with a billionaire to fund those flying lessons.
Right.
But if you want to.
Maybe not.
Well,
or be dating the flight instructor.
Yeah.
I have a friend that he took flying lessons.
Listen, I don't want to be sexist. You could be a female person who's a financially well-off person funding your own lessons. But I'm just saying that homegirl, she knew how to.
She clearly, you can tell she has always known what she's doing.
Oh.
She's always known what she's doing.
She's always known exactly what she's doing.
Way to go, Lauren.
I dated a girl once that just flat out said, Jerry, you don't make enough money for me. She's like,
dude,
I want to be rich.
Time went out with this girl. Her name is Louise Griffin. And she was a singer on some version of American Idol in England. And I had just got a new truck that I was real excited about.
Yeah.
It was actually a used truck, but it was a killer truck. And I picked her up and we started talking. I was like, so, and it sounds like she didn't just have an ex-boyfriend. She had just been almost left at the altar. Her fiance had gone to Prague for his bachelor party and returned and was like, nah, I'm not doing this. And I was like, oh my gosh. Part of me, I was like, this is going to be so easy. This girl is broken. No problem. And then I realized that her fiance was someone named Jensen Buttons, who's like one of the all-time great F1 race car drivers.
I know Jensen.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I was like,
Yeah.
so I'm competing with like the super rich big shot. It's like, this is not going to go well.
He left her at the altar?
Yeah, he went to Prague. Jensen Buttons went to Prague. It was like, baby, I'm not getting married.
I got hired to host a red carpet for a boutique British sports car brand. And they like rented an airport hangar in Orange County.
Yeah.
And Jensen was like the guest of honor.
Yes.
And his wife. And like, he's a cool dude. But like, yeah, that whole like racing car world.
It's a whole scene.
It's a whole thing.
But I was really proud of my truck. And I'm like, this is the coolest, probably the coolest ride. You're going to be like so impressed. And little did I know, she was like, I have been dazzled by all of the finest cars and trucks and whatever. So my like sweet ass ride didn't feel sweet.
I don't want to like be Debbie Downer on this conversation, but is this the truck that you rammed into a tree?
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, different truck.
Okay.
There's no Debbie Downer.
That was a relapse, right?
That was a relapse where I was drinking and driving and drove. Woke up. I was with a whole group of people in Pebble Beach. I was with my friend Blake Mykoski, who was playing in the Pebble Beach Pro-Am golf tournament, which is a great party, by the way. It's a great tournament to like.
It's beautiful.
So gorgeous. You like walk around the course.
There's like sea otters, you know.
It's it's stunning. And that course is like one of the coolest courses in the world.
Well, I'm Korean, so you know most my people are kind of
golf.
obsessed with golf.
You love golf.
My dad like lived and breathed golf.
Golf, really?
Yeah.
Koreans do love golf.
I do and I don't. It's like
it's so fun.
It's just such like it's like the whole day, right? It's like the whole day.
I would have made it 3 holes shorter.
4 hours,
right?
It's you can just do 9 holes and it's 2 hours.
I'm a water girl. I'm like a part mermaid.
I like being in the water. Anyway, I'll end by saying, woke up in the morning. I had built a little bit of time being sober, and I was preparing to that day to go. Thanks for inviting me to this thing. I found this great bottle of wine to give to you that I got at this special winery. You're gonna love it. And I don't know why, but I was like, or I'll just wake up and drink it. And did, and then it was like, no, now I want more. And by like 9 o'clock in the morning, when I was supposed to drive to have pancakes with everybody, I had so much alcohol. And I drove, and Carmela's like all windy streets. And just drove right into a tree and smashed my face open.
You know,
I don't have any scars left.
You know what they call that in Europe?
What?
An average Tuesday. Everyone is just drinking all the time. No, all jokes aside, I am so glad you're alive. When I heard that story, I was like,
oh, it's scary.
This could have ended.
Because I actually what I remember is I swerved around one tree and then hit a tree and was, skidding and something. So who knows if I would have hit the first tree, boom, super butt.
Or a
second tree broke my face.
Crossing the street, or another car full of kids. Who knows?
That is something that I don't. It's too scary to get my head. To think, oh, what could have happened?
It wasn't your time.
I like to immediately emotionally get away from that place of what could have happened.
Yeah,
one time I drove
believer
to San Francisco, blacked out the whole time. Woke up and was like, I have all these photos. I get out of the car and did photo shoots. Yeah.
You were blacked out. You were like just
like drinking, but I don't remember the actual experience of driving there.
Wow.
Horrible.
This is why I actually think Waymo's on the road is like way better off.
No, I mean, the amount of
Waymo sponsor this podcast
taken off the road as a result of Uber. What an incredible public service that is.
Yeah. No, I drive like a super beat up Prius, and everyone's like, you need an upgrade. I'm like, no, I'm waiting for the Waymo technology to be like something we can buy. Do you know what I mean? Because they've partnered with Toyota now. So I feel like it's only just like a matter of
I watched
years.
I watched you park also. An Asian woman driver. So the sooner the better.
I really do fuel the stereotype so much so that I really am doing a disservice to my people. Everyone should just like chip in some money for me to like get more driving license.
Asians should be like there's certain ethnicities that I think should go. They're all everything you hear is true. We are terrible at parking,
but good at math.
We're killer at math. We're amazing.
But that's the one gene I didn't get.
Oh no,
that's annoying.
They would have to go, but our penises are bigger than you think. But they'd be like, everything else is great.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
I'm like, what are the other stereotypes? We use smoke like chimneys for the most part.
Yeah.
China, they have not slowed down one bit.
In the smoking?
In the smoking, yeah.
I was just in China, but we were in Shenzhen. I didn't really notice the smoking. I noticed amazing electric cars.
Do they smoke a lot in Korea?
I haven't been to Korea in a few years.
I don't think so.
It is so crazy that there still is a North Korea that
I know. I bet they
if I was
are not.
in South Korea, I'd be like, we never want to unify. We never
I know, because
ever want to unify.
That's a lot of catching up you have to do for
Take all these dum-dums. Oh my gosh.
But they get shit done. Like North Korea, they will literally build like the Coliseum overnight because sure their life depends on it. But
no,
this is like, yeah, no, I'm telling you.
What Coliseum are you? They built a water park recently, but they build water parks and bombs. I don't know that they are doing that much else.
Yeah. True. They have barely any electricity.
The best movie of all time in the entire world is The Interview. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. James Franco, who, by the way, is like one of the most talented actors in the entire world.
He hasn't done stuff in a while.
He's doing stuff, but he got all that crap thrown against him.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, I love that guy. He's fantastic.
Did he get Me Too'd?
He got Me Too'd.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know if the things I've heard, it's like the idea that we're throwing away that anyone would ever say we want any quantity less of the world's greatest talent. He's like the ultimate artist. I've heard the things that were said against him. Some of them don't sound true, and some of them sound like everyone should just mind your own business. I am a huge fan. I think he's amazing. But that movie, The Interview, is one of the great experiences of art meeting movies, meeting politics. Obama was involved in that scandal. North Korea actually attacked. Who did they attack? Sony.
Yeah.
With all getting into
they were mad.
And they're like, guess who's been talking about it?
I think they got into their whole payroll.
Yeah.
You know who was impacted? Our mutual friend, Leslie. Her aunt does the payroll for Sony.
How was she impacted?
And I think she had to literally hand deliver money to people.
Oh my gosh.
Because they couldn't roll out the checks.
Well, it revealed that
people were embarrassed.
Women were making far less than the men.
Oh. Well, that's
as if anyone needed that to be revealed. We know.
Feel
we know.
I don't know, Jerry.
It was suspected.
It was it
was confirmation.
Yeah, got it. Well, and then my other theory on why Koreans are probably not smoking that much anymore is because they're so obsessed with vanity. They've become plastic surgery.
They're so obsessed with vanity.
I think everyone's eating skincare at this point. So the minute they probably found
I like
smoking,
that they're also obsessed with vanity because they're trying out all the things that I'm 50. I'm ready to try whatever. And I'd like South Korea to have already been oh, that doesn't work. We've tried that. Yeah. That doesn't work.
Jerry, next time we see Tyler, he's going to have that electrocuting suit on,
this.
pumping weight.
What are you talking about?
And just he's going to look more Asian than me because his face is going to be so taut.
Oh my gosh. So Asian.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Hello?
One of my favorite interviewers was with Joan Rivers a year before she passed. And I was still living in New York.
Mhm.
And she's like, sweetheart, come over here. And I'm like, I do a terrible impersonation anyway. She's like, here's why you want to be 80 years old. She's like, never mind the fact that I look more Asian than you because I've had more procedures on my face. She's like, you want to get older because you can say whatever the fuck you want
Yeah.
and do whatever the fuck you want. She's like, that's the freedom of aging. And I was like,
I think 50 is a perfect age to start doing that. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
no, I've been ready. You know, here's the thing that is beautiful about staring death in the face is that you just reach a new level of wisdom where you're like, all this could go tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
I am on borrowed time. So what am I going to do?
Yeah, but
Right?
they say black don't crack. Asian then definitely doesn't crack.
Good Asian don't raisin.
Good Asian don't raisin.
You need a good rhyme for that. There you go.
That is a good one.
You can take that and run with it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I've been leaning into more with each year that passes. I'm like, Joan Rivers, like, she's totally right. You just stop giving a fuck.
Yeah.
And it's so freeing.
It's so freeing.
It's so freeing. And like, you know.
I'm not running for office. I don't need to worry.
No.
Do you? Okay, so you did you say you've been to 16 countries?
Like
recently?
15 or 16, we lost count. It was a lot.
What prompted this? Was it the fires that prompted this? Like,
Yeah.
let's go.
It
and
was
adventure?
honestly the universe giving us the opportunity of a lifetime. It was like, go. We were thinking, Leif and I, my husband and I, we were thinking of doing this anyway next year.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, let's do a world tour with the kids. You know, there's just certain lessons you cannot learn in a classroom. And
Right.
and Leif and I started jotting down the formidable lessons we've had in our life. And so much of it was from travel.
Sure.
So I'm like, why are we waiting till they're, you know,
Great
20,
point.
30, and, you know, they don't want to even travel with us at that point. So we were thinking of doing it next year. Cut to the fires happen. Our kids' school is so close to the burn scar. It was the last school in LA to reopen. So our school community, a bulk of the people lost their homes.
Okay.
And Leif and I just started thinking, like, how can we truly help? And it was housing. I said, the best way we can help is literally leave our home for another family
Oh, wow.
to live in. So
Wow.
we rented our house to one of my son's classmates' families. We rented our guest house to Leif's dear friends who literally ran out of their house with just their shirts on their back. And then, yeah, and we were able to give them sort of a soft landing.
Amazing.
And it was a little chaotic for us because we were booking flights as they were happening. You know, it wasn't like this, you know, like in our head, we were going to do it next year. We were going to iron out all this perfect details. And like, that's just not how life happens, right?
Sure.
Universe is like, go now. And so we first started in El Salvador. We did Hawaii for the longest chunk because for our work, although we can work remotely, we still needed to be tied to mainland hours for a lot of it.
Sure.
So we did 40 days in Hawaii. Then we did Japan, China, Hungary, Turkey, Prague.
Wow.
I love all those places.
Albania, Italy, Portugal, Spain, France, Norway. I probably skipped a few in there, but
Did you have a favorite?
yeah.
What did you like the best?
Did I have a favorite?
Yeah.
You know, there's pros and cons of each place. I think the more fair question would be like, which of them could you live?
Yeah.
Live in, because that's just like a different barometer.
And we're all looking for a plan B.
Yeah.
I like water.
You're right. Everyone's looking for a backup plan right
water, cheap, and dope, I guess.
I will say every place seemed more affordable than LA, especially when it came to food. I was like shocked. We would eat like kings and queens and it would be a fourth of the price.
Wow.
You know? And even groceries.
What was the most delightful surprise at bills and paying for? What was the most economical? What would you say the best?
I think for me, the shock is like the pleasant, like favorable sticker shock is probably Japan, because I grew up going to Japan all the time, and
I would have never thought that.
And Japan was always so expensive.
Yeah.
But for the first time in 34 years, the dollar is worth more than the yen.
Wow. Okay, got it.
Or it's so
I've been to Japan. I thought it seems super
it's
expensive.
so expensive all the other times I've ever been, but I've been to Japan twice in the last 2 years, and it's been like so affordable.
Okay,
I'm
great
talking
tip.
like a 12-course omakase in LA would be what? 200, 300 per head, right?
Depends where. It could be a lot more.
But I think it was 120 with no tip, you guys.
Wow.
With no tip, because tipping in Japan is like
They don't tip?
They don't tip because their philosophy is you should always serve your excellence.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's almost like insulting in certain places to tip.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
actually, a lot more places than it.
Yeah.
Unless
Tipping
it's
is
like the
dumb
biggest
here
European
now.
countries, yeah.
So
Like LA,
You're supposed to tip if you
Right.
go to 7-Eleven and buy a soda. Like, give me a break.
I just feel like mediocre meal in LA for 2 people is like $100.
I always thought that I would be a decent weatherman. Like
Oh my God, you would be like put like El Roker goodbye. You would be the biggest
be a
star.
great weatherman. I would be
'Cause
a
your
great weatherman.
personality is like
Is
no
Al Roker
other.
still working? Did he
Yes.
die?
No,
Oh,
he's still around.
No, you're thinking of Wilford Brimley or whatever.
Oh, wait, I heard you talking to Jerry. You know Jillian Barberay.
Yes.
well,
yeah.
she took. I mean,
Well, I
when-
didn't take anybody.
no. She was the next in line once Jillian was let go. Yeah.
Management was very determined
Fucked
to get
her.
Jillian out the door.
Yeah.
Why were they determined to get her out the door?
Because
I
Jillian
thought she was a huge star
Yes.
forever.
can't be bought though. Like, it's funny, like what makes Jillian amazing is she
Okay.
literally says what's on her mind.
Yeah.
Zero filter. Like I said, the best content is like authentic, real. There's no difference
Yeah.
between what you're posting and who you truly are.
Right.
And that was Jillian on air. And that's what made the show such a success.
Yeah.
And then
I
all of a sudden, she started making too much money for their comfort. She started saying things that were just too truthful. And they were trying to make the show more conservative. And so they were trying to box her in. She was like,
No
F
way.
this. And so they were like, okay, well, if you're not going to play by our rules, we're going to make the change.
I think about that show as like such a fun part of being in LA.
It was iconic.
Yeah.
She literally wrote a new formula for how it's done.
She did. She set a whole new standard for
she's a
morning
true
shows.
pioneer, and I feel just so honored to like have just a little sliver of that world.
And now she's doing a show with Jerry.
I know Jerry gets around town.
Wait, did he tell you who else is in it? Heather Locklear.
I know,
Yes.
and I think an amazing niche that is completely overlooked.
And Nurse Mel.
Yeah,
Do you know who Nurse Mel is?
she does all the faces and all the nips and tucks around town.
Yes.
And penis enlargements.
Yes, yeah,
How
but
does a penis enlargement work?
She won't tell me. She says it's
A secret?
a trademark, or what was it called? She keeps it. There's only 2 people in America who do the procedure.
But does it penis enlarge? It sounds like you're not the authority.
I am
But
not.
is it penis enlarge
I have no need, Tyler.
when you're flaccid, or does it then promise like no, your boner is going to be even?
I think it carries on.
But I know we just got the top of the episode. We're talking bukkake. We're
Oh, gosh.
talking Burning Man, Orgy
Bukkake is
Tent,
the
and
grossest
we are
thing
talking penis
Oh
enlargement.
my gosh,
There you go.
that's the one topic I feel I have to cover my face.
Well, the woman who's like the most famous for bukkake, she died. She died while filming.
I didn't even know that was a
Well, what?
thing.
Well, doing what?
While filming, she drowned.
Can I be honest? I'm not even quite sure what it is.
It's
It's-
excrement.
It's like
Involves
when
excrement.
all the men come in your mouth at the same time.
Oh, I thought it was when you get peed on.
No.
It's
Oh,
ejaculation.
okay. Jeez.
Yeah. And it's usually like one woman and like 50 dudes.
You're saying someone drowned.
Someone
from all
drowned
that.
and she died.
That is not the true story.
That sounds
No,
like
it's
an
the
urban
truth.
Did you hear this?
It's not true.
I'm
Julie,
Googling.
I also think that you're wrong about the definition.
No, she
Will
died.
you look up the definition of this?
I am.
Oh my gosh, this is a family show.
Hey,
and now we're
Siri.
getting so crazy.
Define bukkake.
You have been traveling for too long. Chat GPT
A
knows
type
what's up.
of sexual activity in which several men ejaculate on
Okay.
another person.
Oh, it's actually far more wholesome than I thought it
And
was. I thought
I'm
it
going to
involved,
find
like,
the name
bathroom
of the
stuff.
famous adult film actress who
Who
died.
drowned.
Yeah.
Guarantee this is a wives' tale.
Nope. Because I think she's like,
guaranteed this is not a.
Yes. Japanese porn star drowns in semen while filming bukkake.
Drowns. I can't swim. I'm drowning.
There she is.
Mm-hmm. That's you're reading The Onion.
No, and I remember.
No, Tyler, look.
It's true, right?
Nozomi Momoe.
They were like interviewing.
Was a popular and prolific Japanese adult star. She appeared in over 100 movies.
That really?
Then you just clicked before I was finished.
Sorry.
That's right. She was murdered at the age of 24. She was murdered. She didn't accidentally die on set doing.
No, there's like a person who died. I remember.
Okay, Jerry, you read. We'll talk.
Jerry,
you read till the end.
You find this woman.
Sounds like she was murdered, and that didn't happen.
There's been more than one.
That has never happened.
No, it totally happened.
You know what? I had an ex-girlfriend that thought that it wasn't sperm whales, that it was whale sperm was sea foam.
With what? Sea foam?
She thought sea foam was whale sperm instead of, and I'm like, are you sure you're not talking about sperm whales?
Do you want to know something?
Oh my God.
Sometimes I get, like, this will happen with, if I order a pair of like tennis shoes, I'll be like real excited about my tennis shoes coming in. Then they'll arrive and like, I don't even feel like opening the box. It's like, I'm like, this isn't the rush that I thought it was going to be. But I think I'm like my couch. I've been really excited about it for like I haven't lost my enthusiasm for my new couch, even though we had a play date and some kid who is a great kid came over and the first thing he wanted to do was to jump on the couch. A white couch, by the way, was a terrible decision for an art studio.
But it's so hot. I love a white couch.
Yeah,
it's a little off-white. So
I'm finding that I'm like, I have AA meetings here. And some people like to put their feet under their leg and like sit in like a half. And I found myself going, not in here. That's not how we're going to sit. That's not how we sit in here.
I need to introduce you to this guy that I recently met who is the founder of Pink Cloud Coffee.
Cloud Coffee?
Yeah, okay. Each cup they donate to an addiction center.
An addiction center?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. And only if their coffee was incredible. Currently, I like a company called Strong Coffee. They make an instant protein latte that's friggin' delicious, and it's peanut butter flavored. Oh my God, it's the greatest thing on earth.
Wow!
So you get your protein.
Sold.
Oh.
Someone just had
I'll bring some over to your house.
Someone just had me test an ice cream that they're taking to market, and it's protein infused. Everyone is infusing everything with protein.
Yeah,
that's like the next big thing.
Yeah,
maybe I'm being marketed that way because I'm in midlife and like bone density loss is like a real thing.
Dude, creatine is good. Protein is good.
I've been on the creatine kick for like a month.
I started taking testosterone.
Did you?
Great.
Really?
Love it.
You're not having rage? You're not having roid rage?
No, I don't have roid rage.
I feel like I need to get on estrogen soon.
They go, hey, I went to, to be honest, I took it because I was like, I think I want to bench press more. And I went to a doctor and I was like, am I a candidate? And they go, you're not like that low, but if you take it, you'd love it. And I go, let's do it.
Is there a cancer
Did it
risk?
amp your sex life?
I didn't have an issue with my sex life.
That's not what I was insinuating. I didn't know if it bumped it up, you know.
No, I'm not finished. I didn't have an issue, but I do feel better now. I'll put it that way. I feel better now. Feel
more bonery?
Yeah, more bonery. But more than anything, it is. I felt like I was just like beginning to drag. Like I was like, oh, is this what's going to happen? Am I just going to start to drag? Getting out of bed was harder and everything. Like it was just like feeling like sore more. And then that went away.
I just had my annual physical and like, you know, like I'm like, what does perimenopause look like? I need like some, you know, palpable.
I don't think it happens till like 50.
No, it starts way sooner.
What is perimenopause?
And I just be like
Perimenopause is menopause.
Yeah. It's just like on like beginning of menopause.
They've added this cute name to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like
Winkle.
like it's pre-menopause, basically.
Yeah.
I did find the article, by the way.
She died, right? She drowned.
It's on Reddit, so I can't verify veracity.
She didn't drown.
Reddit is how I get all the truth.
Reddit
is the only place.
According to the camera operator who witnessed the incident, the actress was filming a bukkake scene when the accident occurred.
When the accident, she said, I just looked at this. She said she was murdered. We have two.
No, it's a different woman.
It's a different woman.
Local media reported that the 23-year-old actress, who remains unnamed due to Japanese laws requiring her next of kin to be formally notified first, died after drowning in semen while filming a scene. I don't believe it, and I'm reading.
I think we're talking about like the Blair Witch Project or something.
When this happened, and I remember it was like a meeting in the newsroom. Like we can't
discuss it.
Yeah,
you're like, wow. You should
decided. Like I was like, listen, this is clickbait. Like people will stop on the remote flipping when they hear this.
And this is why the news business.
This is why the news business is.
Or at least the entertainment news business.
Right. And I remember this, and it was like, no, we can't talk about bukkake.
You had so many other hot stories. You had Hugh Grant. That was before your time, though. You had Hugh Grant getting that prostitute. Yeah. That was such a big story.
On Sunset.
What were the other big stories? What were the big stories? Did you break any stories? When you were I
was the first reporter to go live with Michael Jackson dying.
By the way,
whoa,
paparazzi. Wait, what?
Yeah,
that's huge.
I was I was emceeing a inside Broadway benefit. Basically, it's like takes inner city kids and lets them experience a Broadway show. I'm in the middle of emceeing that event, and I get like frantic texts and messages from the news station saying, "Can you be in Times Square in 10 minutes? Michael Jackson just died."
And you go, no problem.
And I was like, oh, I'm actually here like emceeing an event. And so I went there and I got, we call them AAAs, Ask Any Asshole. And I just talked to all these random people in Times Square about, did you know Michael Jackson died? And no one knew. So everyone's like, but I think I was the first person to go live with
So weird. I was entering the Holland Tunnel on my way to New York for the weekend when I heard the news.
Yeah. I do not remember where I was. Yeah. I don't remember it being one of those things where you were
50 years old. And then for the next 3 weeks, I think I was on a Michael Jackson type story every day.
He was kind of making a comeback then too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was just about to do a big tour, right?
Yeah.
This is it. He had this.
Yep.
Something called This Is It.
Only 50 years old.
Only 50 years old, but kind of a rough 50. He really
well.
Don't go under general anesthetic every night.
Don't have a surgical team put you under just to go to sleep every night. Yeah. Although what a delightful way to go. I'm ready to go sleep.
Yeah.
Really, I don't really want to waste a second.
By the way, I think that's why I had the brain tumor, because I just didn't sleep for so long.
Really?
Because when you are on a morning show,
I don't think that causes brain tumors.
Well, here is lack of sleep manifests so many things. It takes just 5 days of no sleep to become fully diabetic.
Wait,
what? If you have intermittent sleep, like almost you try to stay awake for 5 days, you will become fully diabetic after the 5th day. That's how important sleep is to your health.
But then you can become undiabetic.
Right. So you could work your way back, but it's like you can't. Sleep is, like all the focus is on nutrition and workout.
Right.
I think sleep is like step one to becoming healthy.
Do you think a full 8 hours is required?
I think women need more. Scientifically, that's been proven that women need more sleep than men. I think anywhere between like 7 and 10. Like it's different per person, but because when they found the tumor, based on the growth rate, they said it'd been in my head for 12 years. And at that point, I'd been doing the morning show for 12 years.
Wow.
Oh, so maybe.
And how many hours were you getting on average?
3.
Holy crap.
3. And didn't get REM sleep, for 17 years. Because I would sleep in like shifts. I would sleep like 3 hours midday, 3 hours at night, because I was covering like red carpets. Yeah. But I was on a morning show that I had to, my in time was 3 a.m. So it was just nonsense.
If I had like Adderall, I would clock about 7 hours of sleep a week.
I did it for years.
Maybe 10.
I did for years with Adderall.
Man,
Oof.
I could get so much done on Adderall, and it would go in cycles. Get so much done for get a new quantity of Adderall, and it would be rested by then. Oh man, and then I'd be like, damn it, take a bunch of it, and then I would be so productive. But then I'd be like, now I'm gonna keep taking it, and then I get sloppier, and then I get paranoid and so I would be very productive, but then it would just turn into acting nuts.
I'm just currently reading this book called like Why We Sleep. It's one of these dense reads where I can like only read a page a night.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a miracle I'm alive. Based
I
on
have
the sleep deprivation.
I have a
I've put
what is it called?
myself
An
through.
amends. Do you know what an amends is?
No.
I don't think I've shared this with you. I have an amends for you from me. So there is a piece of art that I gave you.
Yeah.
And then one time I took a bunch of Adderall and was also drinking, and then called you, and then I told you how much I missed my piece of art. And it was like real emotional. And then, I love that you have the art, but I only wanted what I wanted to communicate was how excited I was that you have it. But then as I was like knee deep in the conversation, I thought it seemed like kind of a crazy call. And so do you recall any of that?
No.
Oh, interesting. I was like, that seemed kind of unhinged.
No, I don't.
Sometimes I would have a conversation with someone. I'm like, they have to get off. I know that they just got off the phone and they're like, that was bonkers. And sometimes they would be like, that was so funny that you called me on the blue the other day. I'm like, oh man, please don't say it was bonkers.
But that's one of my favorite things about you. You're the only person that still calls people. Most people still text.
Yeah, that's true.
You call me out of the blue.
I think I'm of the age that I still call.
You know?
I mean, like the idea of texting, I don't know. I'm like, well, I don't, it seems, I think some people
are our only friend that shows up in front of my door.
True.
Like unannounced.
True. Like Jackie Jackie does not like to call and will text. And sometimes she'll go, can you deal with this? My optometrist. I'll go, no, I'll just go over there. And she's like, why would you ever go over there? And I'll go, then I'll call. Oh my gosh, just send him a message. I'm like, why don't we just cut to the source?
But Jerry, here's what happens whenever Tyler just shows up in my orbit. I know something magical is about.
Yeah, he's got that magical.
Case in point,
she has the coolest house.
He shows up at my house with his son River this past Friday. I haven't seen you in like a year.
True.
And it's sunset.
Unannounced.
And they're like,
amazing.
He's like, I'm in front of your house and I just tried to call you. And I'm like, cool, thanks for the heads up.
She also lives right by the best beach and has a parking spot in front of it. So it's like.
Yeah, it's like Tyler has like honorary beach parking spot.
Oh my God, that's cool.
So we are actually catching the sunset with some other friends we had over. So I'm like, oh, that's fine. That's cool. I love seeing you. Let's walk out to the water. We get there. There's like 3 or 4 baby dolphins, not exaggerating, just 3 feet from the shore.
Wow. And River was in the water by that.
I'm like actually afraid River is going to get whacked
by a dolphin.
One of the dolphins doing like flips.
Oh.
It was like a SeaWorld show. They were doing flips and they were riding waves and like it was just so crazy because they were so shallow.
Yeah.
I've lived there for over 10 years. I've never seen dolphins that close to the shore.
There's something so magical about being around.
Tyler has that vibration.
Yeah.
He calls in crazy shit
I called the dolphins
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like think
maybe
about that.
Maybe when we get together, we could together create it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Manifest.
You're the match. I light you.
I have to say, you're my best friend. You're definitely one of my best friends, the girls.
Yeah.
And I also, I just had Jackie on my podcast and we had such a great vibe. But before I've always thought, if I had a partner, you would be we just have an easy time talking and sort of a It's such an easy, fun conversation.
Thank you.
Always, always. By the way, dude, I don't know what happened recently, but Jackie and I are going through this like really amazing like time in our relationship. Like it's like trying to put my finger on it, but it has been badass lately.
Yeah.
We had the most killer time in Burning Man.
Yeah.
And we were like traveling. So did you and Leif find that like traveling together
Totally.
and it's fantastic.
We fell in love all over again with parts of ourselves that we didn't know like existed.
I'm so attracted to other couples that are going through this.
Yeah. No, I like thought I knew my partner.
Yeah.
And then I think on this trip, I was like, oh no, there's so many undiscovered gems about him.
And Leif is such a hottie. Like anyone knows.
He's easy on the eyes.
Yes, he's easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
It's not Leif Garrett, is it?
Dude,
No.
Like, he must be like 100.
Leif is as hot. You know how hot teenagers thought Leif Garrett was?
Yeah.
Okay, so Leif doesn't look like Leif Garrett, but he's that hot where he
could have been an idol.
A teen idol or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got that like Nordic Scandinavian like model look. But
so traveling has sort of boosted the whole thing.
Well, yeah, like we rented this amazing house in Spain that had like one of these old school giant trampolines. You know how like trampolines now have like walls for safety?
Yeah.
This did not have that.
Awesome.
So it was like super unsafe, like
Amazing.
rusty and whatever. And then turns out he knows how to do all these trampoline tricks. He would like do a running start, do like a somersault onto the trampoline and like do Super Mario fluttering legs and just the sheer joy it brought out in our kids.
Cool.
We'd just be giggling for hours. And I just was like, and mind you, I am terrible at planning logistics.
Yeah.
I show up to the wrong birthday party on the wrong date a few times a year. So he's like, we can't let you book any flights for this 16 country world tour. So he's working a full-time job.
Yeah.
Booking all the flights, all the Airbnbs, all the logistics, you know, and providing this like amazing fertile landscape for me to just like bond with my children, you know?
Spectacular.
Like, yeah. And then like my kids, oh, this is the downside of being near UCLA Hospital. You probably hear ambulance all the time.
Not very often.
Oh, okay. And my kids became so close on this trip because I think they quickly realized there's no other play dates. There's no after school activity. Like there are no other friends coming. So like until we figure like we better quickly figure out how to like play.
We should be buddies.
Yeah, we should be buddies because this is going to be a long trip otherwise.
Amazing.
Yeah. So they bonded.
It's so cool when your spouse though, you see like another, you're like, oh my gosh, this is such a hot thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
And we get to hump and stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah. And then like, because we are on this weird time schedule, right? So in Europe, Leif would start work around 3 p.m. So he would start the mornings with me and the kids.
Yeah.
And we would, as a family, sit down and like, what adventure are we going to do today? What are we going to explore? And like giving the kids that kind of agency, I think just like made them feel so valued.
Amazing. Amazing.
And what we would quickly realize is like, I'm like, why don't we do this shit at home? You know, like LA is full of wondrous things.
Well, so many wondrous things.
Yeah, we just decide not to explore LA because we can anytime we want. And because of that, we don't anytime. Like whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so we decided when we get back home, we're going to continue to try to lean into like exploring as a family.
Skip the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yeah, that's lame.
And there's like 3,000 birthday parties and all these like lackluster things that are just like you feel like you have to do them. But really, when you travel, you're like, those things really stressed me out.
Birthday parties.
Yeah, well, it just was like, if it's not enriching or expanding me in a new way or family in a new way, at an index that's above 5, it doesn't make the cut.
Sure.
Wow. That's some freedom right there.
Because I think, again, like when you stare death in the face, right? You have to like shift. You're like, am I going to continue to live my life out of the FOMO space? Which I'm naturally wired for FOMO.
So much FOMO.
To JOMO, like joy of missing out. Like, how are you going to protect time? Because that's very different than just staying busy.
There's so much stuff going on at Burning Man that I found that I all of a sudden
Is the Orgy Tent still there? Obviously, it's a staple.
No, this year the Orgy Tent blew away.
Blew away. Oh, after how many nights though?
Actually,
the Orgy Tent did not have a giant bukkake accident. The Orgy Tent, the very first night when they were setting up, got totally destroyed, and they decided not to do it.
I know the owner or the guy that runs it, by the way.
The Orgy Tent?
Yeah.
Some people just go to the burn for the Orgy Tent.
This guy is a 70-year-old.
It's
a 70-year-old attorney, First Amendment attorney, and L.A. Circuit County judge.
I have never participated in an orgy, and just.
But you went into the Orgy Tent to check it out, right?
I did not.
You did not?
I did not.
Oh my God, who are you?
I know.
I've been there 15 times and never been in it.
I did not go.
You guys
I was with my pregnant wife, and we just did not go into the Orgy Tent just to be like, is this really orgies?
Because I just, again.
Did you see orgies?
From FOMO space, and also I'm a journalist by nature. Like I'm curious.
Yeah.
And so Paige's tour bus that she took, like, let us stay in this luxe tour bus, was parked right next to the Orgy Tent, guys. So, like, I would just wake up in the morning and, like, peek out. Like, there would still be people in line. Like, at 6 a.m., you know? And you just kind of like, okay. So at first I thought it was some makeshift name for, like, some cheeky bar. Because most of the things set up at Burning Man are bars.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's got to be. And then who drove our bus?
Reed.
Reed.
Yeah.
Reed went in. He's like, oh no, it's what it is what it says it is. And so then my curiosity was like ballooning. And Jerry, my husband Leif, is maybe the shyest person on earth. So this is like so private, so understated.
Yeah.
This is like not his jam. But finally, I think like night 4, I convinced him. I was like, we're never coming back to Burning Man, which may not be true. We might go back.
Right.
Who knows? I was like, we got to go see what that's all about.
Just see it.
So we go, and while we're in line, this like beautiful waitress comes by with the basket tray of like condoms, lubes.
Wow.
I think like a leather whip, like just like little accoutrements to enrich your experience. Then we go in, and sure enough, it's real deal Orgy Tent. And it's compartmentalized into 3 sections.
Sure.
The first section is free for all. So you don't need to ask, consent has been given.
Wow.
The middle section is you have to ask. And then the far left section is couples only.
You have to ask. Oh, and the couples Oh, just this is for, you have to come in as a couple.
Yeah, as a couple.
And I
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Did you find the quality or the caliber of people in tent 1 versus tent 3?
No, it's not like the Hollywood Beauties Orgy Tent.
You know, it gets so cold at Black Rock at night.
Yeah.
Like it's like that desert cold that happens. So I will never be able to erase the image of this one guy who was in the free-for-all section.
Yeah. The Orgy Tent.
He's wearing one of those like Peruvian wool hats.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not so attractive.
And a Patagonia fleece and nothing else. And he is literally hopping around like a jackrabbit, humping everything in sight. But he cannot let go of the Peruvian hat and the Patagonia. And so now every time Leif and I see anybody in a Peruvian like wool hat or Patagonia, we're like, remember that guy?
What was his age? Curious.
I would say early 20s.
No way.
Wow.
Late 20s. Mm-hmm.
I would think, like, if you think of the Orgy Tent, you think, oh, it's going to be like Baywatch in there. And I would think in reality, it's like, no, it's the opposite of that.
It was not anybody that I was like, I would stop and be like, dang.
At Burning Man, there was a place where it's like they have these, any place you can go where they're giving away coffee. That's like gold. Great. Of course, I'll do anything for coffee in the morning. And they had this guy with a bullhorn, and like once this camp was like, we're going to give away coffee, we need someone to do to announce it in a bullhorn. This guy was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it because I'm very proud of this penis. And I have just the right pirate hat I want to show off. So this dude would just totally naked with a bullhorn and be like, free coffee, free coffee. And I was like, anything for coffee. I'll stand in line for the coffee. And he was just so excited about his wiener and like, check this out.
Have you seen that Instagram video of the guy going, ladies, get on the dating sites now because all the douchey guys are at Burning.
I saw that. I was like, that's actually a really good tip.
No,
very
kidding,
good tip.
Yeah.
Oh, because all the douchey guys are busy at Burning Man?
Yeah, they're all gone.
It is like they've been filtered out.
They've
been filtered out.
I mean, like this, calling any of them douches, it was the best crowd. I loved it. I thought it was such a fun crowd.
Oh, no, it's a feast for all your senses. I recommend everyone doing it at least once. It's like going to India. Like I recommend it at least once for everyone in the world. It's like
you gotta go to India once.
Yeah, it's
gotta
like
have uncontrollable diarrhea once.
I got giardia from India. But the Orgy Tent, you cannot just watch like freakos. You have to. So Leif and I, of course, chose the couples only part of the room.
Okay.
And there's just like disgusting mattresses all strewn everywhere.
The two of you get, I would imagine you and Leif, couple of lookers. Everyone's like, oh yeah. Are we? Are you?
That's why we had to go to the far left because I think if we went for the free for all, especially Leif, he was going to definitely get pounded.
Leif would get pounded.
Leif would get pounded.
The guy with the Peruvian cat was watching him.
Like once I almost lost him at the Abbey.
Like couples are going to go and just stay in their couple.
Couples, I think people who are like exhibitionists, like they like want to do it in front of others, or they might invite another couple. Like I don't, And so we found the one place you can make out that's not a mattress on the ground. Yeah. It was like a little like love chair.
Yeah.
But we are obviously there to not get it on, but like we just wanted to like be weirdos and look.
Yeah.
And so we're like doing the most awkward kiss, but we're doing like side eye.
Oh my God.
Side eye.
Leif doesn't want to be there at all.
He's like, this is terrible.
He got like strong arm to go there. And so he's just like, babe, he's like, what are we doing? Let's just get out of here.
He's like, no, give me a kiss. He's like,
your weird side kiss is like not working.
Oh my gosh. This is the best. This is the best. The awkwardness. There's nothing I enjoy more than the cringy awkwardness.
I could not take my eyes off of the Peruvian hat guy. I was just like, I just want to see.
So you can see the free-for-all area from the couples area?
Yeah. And it's like just like a mound of 10 people kind of like moving around slowly.
Are they
fighting?
I don't have any desire to be in that. Like,
yeah, like different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, all the best. Anyone who's excited.
But anyway, I'm here to tell you that the Orgy Tent is legitimately an orgy tent.
It's not a joke.
It's not a bar. It's not some cheeky name for something that's benign. No.
That's a good tag for the beginning of the episode. I'm here to tell you the Orgy Tent is legitimately the Orgy Tent.
Yeah.
That's clickbaity. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I have I'm getting better about identifying which intros may work or which intros are not. But it's like, so we've been doing this for a year, but I still think that I barely scratched the surface. I'm like, I think it's going to take more years to when I'm like, no, I've got it down to a science.
Tyler, I've been feeding each transcript into ChatGPT and Grok and saying, in your opinion, what is the best teaser? Yeah.
Oh, you told me that. Are they doing a good job?
Well, last week's.
Oh, yeah. The Jackie interview did really well.
Yeah, that was
true.
Grok.
Oh, and then you just put out. Oh, and I think even the one with
Cameron's, that was ChatGPT that chose.
Oh, it's doing well.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and different platforms.
Yeah. By the way, I have to do
differently.
Yeah.
You have their X is really. I think it's like we really should be focusing on X. Someone told me X is the future, not YouTube.
Interesting.
And it's very slow. Our following is growing slowly on X.
You need to tap into the like Christianity listeners.
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting.
Because that market is so
I'm Christian.
vast.
I'm Christian.
I just thought of something. I did a documentary with this Christian pastor. He's like this rock and roll pastor that has a radio show.
We had a great pastor on. What?
Yeah, I know, but
2.
he's like kind of like a rock star pastor. Like he does all these rock stars. He's friends with like Brian Welch. And,
Who is he?
his name is Ryan Reese.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
There's a pastor that's very interesting. It's like blanking on his name right now. He was like one of the biggest porn stars, and he has what's his name? Anyway, he now is a pastor, and he's a really good speaker. But he's like, I wasn't just a porn star; I was like the best porn star. He's like, I was like, I've been with everybody.
If you're best, you were blessed.
He's he's probably very blessed. And he says he's like, I've worked with all the greats. I can't believe I forgot his name. I reached out to him like, will you be on my podcast? And he said yes. I don't know why. And then all of a sudden he got really big. I should have jumped on it at the time.
Isn't it funny that all you have to do to be a porn star is to be in porn?
As to what?
Just to be in porn. Like you're automatically a star.
Like if you're
If you fuck
to
on
be a
camera.
star actor, you need more than like several guest appearances on Grey's Anatomy. But if you've done a couple of pornos that someone has seen, you're like, oh man, porn star.
Yeah.
You're
And
amazing.
did you realize like there's a generational gap of like our parents' generation, they call it porno
Oh yeah.
and we call it porn.
I think that's
Like I don't know what happened to the O.
yeah, that extra people just got lazy. That extra syllable is taking way too long.
It's true.
I'm talking about this way too often. That extra
Yeah.
syllable is taking way too
I mean,
much
that's
time.
so like adorbs, like the new culture is like, shortens everything. So
Yeah.
It's like what?
like adorable is adorbs, like
Adorbs. I've never said adorbs.
Yeah.
you're adorbs
Yeah.
for saying that, Tyler.
Did you tell me everything you wanted to about your travels?
I highly recommend it for any
We should call this part 1 of our
family
new
who
series.
can swing it.
Swing?
How did you?
Not like orgy swinging it,
Yeah.
but if you
How
can.
did you financially swing it? Well, you had people renting your house
People renting our house, we're like probably the only people.
because you're very frugal.
Yeah.
You're very smart. You're one of the smartest people with money that I know.
Well, I just don't like waste.
Yeah,
I don't like waste. I don't like unnecessary flex.
sure.
Like people are always like, "Well, it's like time for a new car." I'm like, "No, I'm never letting go of the Prius girl because she gets me for-"
Unnecessary flex is so.
You must not have grown up in LA then because
No, Midwest.
yeah, same.
Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
We
I
didn't
have a
flex.
friend
Midwest.
I have a friend that I love. He's a terrific guy,
Mhm.
but he's obsessed. He is obsessed with Hermes bags. He's obsessed with Birkin bags, the Kelly bag, all these different bags, different brands. And also these dainty necklaces called Van Cleef.
Yeah.
That turns out they're a fortune. Like they're so expensive.
Yeah. But they're also the most easily knocked off jewelry.
I bought like a couple of. I bought like
Those are
several
called Van
knockoffs
Cleef.
yeah.
for Violet, for my daughter, and she loves them.
Yeah.
And I wore them on like an AA Zoom meeting he's also
Yeah.
on, and I wanted to be like, look at me, and then he told someone else those aren't real. I don't think that those are real. But then I looked at his. I'm like, no, these look exactly like yours.
Mhm.
It's like, no, I would tell the difference. I'm like, you just know that I wouldn't buy several.
Right.
That's the only reason you know. But I kind of looked. I did like how they looked, but they are the most
Yeah.
easily knocked off.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like for me, like conspicuous spending is what I call it. It's like, what are you trying to convey and why do you need to convey that?
If you don't have a park named after you,
Yeah.
and you just have tons of that, then I think you might be. If the world falls apart, we're going to go after you first because we're going to know.
Mm.
Well, and have you
You're
met
going to be Marie Antoinetted.
not the Lauren Sanchez's of the world, but
Oh, Lauren
like
Sanchez.
the other, like sort
We
of
love Lauren Sanchez. She's so great.
sponsor this podcast, Lauren.
Lauren Sanchez, this is my pitch. Will you sponsor this podcast?
And
Okay,
come on.
I know that you have a book for kids and it's for kids with learning disabilities. Sounds like an amazing book.
Yeah.
And also, you have been nice to me twice at Barry's boot camp, kind of a long time ago. But so in that experience with Lauren Sanchez at Barry's boot camp, if I'm ever asked by reporters, I thought you were stunning and that you were super cool. You're super cool and nice.
Mm-hmm.
And what else would I want from a sponsorship by Lauren Sanchez? Oh, I know she's like all about the environment. Me too.
And she can fly planes, so maybe she can just like fly you to wherever you want to go.
I do like shooting in this studio, so that wouldn't help that much. I'm not that interested in shooting on location, but I would.
Yeah.
Also, she's not flying jets because that's a contradiction if she's into the empire.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never seen her fly something. Learning how to fly a plane seems so boring.
Also, like
planes are boring as hell.
Like every tragedy in the news is like a single engine, blah blah blah.
Right.
Like it's
you never hear about plane crashes.
Well, not G5s.
The idea, like I have friends
because they're too common now.
I have friends that, I don't think so. I have friends that won't fly, like a couple, they won't fly together because they don't want the kids growing up
to be orphans.
That's so crazy. There are never plane crashes practically.
No, there's a lot of plane crashes, and there's a lot of helicopter
Maybe
crashes.
In Malaysia.
A lot of helicopters.
And if you see helicopters dismantle in air, you would think your child made that with Elmer's glue. Like the way the helicopters fall apart.
Yeah, that's true.
Easily,
yeah,
I can't stand the experience of riding in a helicopter. It's like goes ooh. Even the most stable.
I'm surprised with all the helicopters over LA that we don't have more just coming down.
Well, now you
jinxed it. Hear
I'm probably going to get a crash today.
I really don't hear.
Way to go, Jerry.
Sorry.
Lauren Sanchez, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. She should come on. She's very entertaining.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I would stop whatever I was doing.
I'm going to find a clip for this podcast of Lauren Sanchez narrating a fashion show I did when we were on the show together. And
great.
I do like these crazy, like, I don't even know what I was doing. I was trying to do a catwalk, but like not a real model catwalk. So I was just trying to make it what I thought would be sexy, but it looks like I'm throwing out a hip. And she's like, I think she's like, whoa, one of our models is getting very unruly. Like I'm like like a dog that's
a great clip
off leash.
I can't wait for that clip. Amazing.
Modeling Dodgers gear.
Spectacular.
Yeah, I have to find it because she just has like the best voice too.
I always know when I'm done, and I'm done.
Me too.
We're done.